So for the record, this is what I wrote to Disability Determination Services for Holly Melody Grego, my daughter, because they asked about her disability, which they should have been able to pull all of the disability records from UNM, ESEP, and CYFD's records of when she was in foster care, and all the agencies that they took her to. Holly was placed with her father, even if he sexually abused her, and she cannot verbally tell anybody about that because of her autism. And Holly is in danger right now because she's living with her father, who, similar to my mother, they do the same thing over and over again, and they make excuses about why it happens. Why they can't take their children to medical appointments, eye appointments, doctor appointments, dental appointments, counseling. Mark sold the vehicles that he had for drugs because he didn't want to pay for car insurance, and he didn't want to pay for gas in the car because that meant that he would have to budget his money properly and budget Holly and Esmeralda's money. And that's why I was recommending to Social Security Administration Office to not put him as a payee and to put a legal representative for Holly and Esmeralda's benefits, because of the fact that he cannot budget his own money, and he has shown it throughout the years. If you pay attention to the records, and we don't need two trial home visits. This case has been open and continues to remain open. And CYFD, whether it's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, or in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, has used my records to make multiple cases. And they make every excuse about why they are continuing to do this. So, let's look at the next page that I wrote to Social Security and never got a response back. I had asked for Holly to have a neuropsych evaluation, assessment, whatever you want to call it. They never gave her one. And I did send these records in, and I did put, because the facts show Bernadette Fuentes is not a relative to Holly Melody Grego or Esmeralda Rosaleda Grego or Mark Anthony Grego. Bernadette Fuentes was a caregiver for Anthony Andrew Grego, Irene's husband, when he was alive. And then she became a caregiver for Mark Anthony Grego Jr. And then she took Mark Anthony Grego Jr. to live in her home. And she has his disability benefits. She has his DD waiver. And she's taken complete control over his life. And I'm sure is still not giving him his medication on time, following a schedule like Irene had in place for him. And I'm sure he's getting very sick because of this woman that has an obsession with money, and because CYFD continues to employ her and allow her to have several children in her home, including my own. And they don't see nothing wrong with this. So hopefully someone will get these records and see anyone that's working with Bernadette Fuentes right now. I hope you see this woman for who she is, and report it. And I hope that she and CYFD stop working against me and my children, because this really should be for the best interest of the children, and it hasn't been for over a year now. Thank you.